Are you content with the idea of snuggling up on your sofa, enjoying a captivating book or streaming your favorite show instead of partying and clubbing? If so, then you might be a loner. Those who prefer to keep to themselves find satisfaction when they manage to spend an entire day without conversing with another human being. Furthermore, these types more often than not sustain deeper connections with their furry companions and inner selves rather than other people. If this sounds familiar to you, chances are you don't need recognition from others or the regular companionship of someone else in order to be able to validate your ideas. Not only that, but being a loner isn't an undesirable trait. Quite the contrary. Research has suggested that those who identify as loners tend to have higher intellectual capabilities than their more social counterparts. So if these 11 signs apply to you, perhaps you'll discover something special about being a lone wolf. Number 1. You're happiest when no one is around. A blissful serenity comes over you when you are alone, no matter the location, at home, in a cafe, or even abroad. You don't feel like you have to do anything special to please anyone. Instead, it's all about living life your own way and being free from worrying about what others might think of your decisions. Your choices reveal how unique and courageous you are. That is the essence of independence. Those who identify as loners do not just seek solitude, they genuinely relish in it. Alone time allows you to think deeply, set objectives, and reach them without needing to be concerned with external standards or attempting to impress others with your lifestyle. Being self-driven can be difficult at times, but comes with plentiful rewards. Everybody deserves the right to express themselves without judgment. If you're content being by yourself, then there's absolutely nothing wrong. Number 2. You enjoy traveling alone. Accompanying friends or family or engaging the services of a tour guide, most travelers tend to choose one or the other. Yet for you, there's something exciting about visiting an unknown place without anyone else knowing who you are. And when it's your trip which was paid in full by yourself, why should compromises be made? Being alone allows you to explore as desired, from waking up early to walking long distances without complaints from your fellow travelers. It just seems easier this way. Number 3. Drama is not for you. Although other people may be drawn to melodrama, you would rather steer clear of it. You take no pleasure in narrating intricate stories and never divulge secrets that have been told to you in confidence. Anything illogical or unnecessary is avoided at all costs. And similarly, you strive not to become too involved in the lives of others since you do not appreciate when someone meddles with your life. Number 4. You prefer to sleep alone. Although many individuals crave companionship in bed, you find the greatest comfort and satisfaction in having your own space to curl up. Sharing a duvet can be lovely, but it also has its difficulties, especially when someone snores or talks while they sleep. You would rather not take that chance. Solitude and rest are too valuable for you to give away lightly. Therefore, keeping your bedtime blissfully yours is ideal. Number 5. Your headphones are your armor. Are you putting on your headphones purely to keep people from talking to you? You probably aren't even listening to music that often. All you want is for strangers not to approach, so when grocery shopping or simply roaming the streets, a pair of headphones is your armor against the world. This helps create physical and mental distance from everyone else, which ultimately leaves you feeling more secure and content. Number 6. Social gatherings are not your idea of a good time. Why spend New Year's surrounded by intoxicated people screaming at the top of their lungs, when you can easily use that time for yourself to do the things you enjoy? Most often, we think of social events as a waste of our precious time, but this isn't because we don't appreciate or want to hang out with friends. It simply implies that we desire meaningful interactions over fleeting moments encouraged by alcohol. Number 7. You thrive as a freelancer. Are you an independent spirit? If so, a freelancing career may be the ideal fit for you. You can forget about adding team player to your resume. Traditional workplaces with their structured environments and restrictive rules are your worst nightmare. Add office Christmas parties and birthday card signing into the mix, and there's no hope of them being enjoyable. When left alone in charge of scheduling while having complete creative control, that's when you thrive. Number 8. You're unavailable for extended periods of time. Your family has gotten used to your occasional vanishing acts, during which you may not answer their calls for days or months. They have come to understand that socializing is no longer compulsory for you. When you are unreachable, it simply means that instead of engaging in trivial conversation about the latest news, you prefer putting energy into reading and producing art. Activities meaningful enough for a recharge. Number 9. You aren't attached to your phone. Nowadays, it is hard to drag people away from their phones, given the instant gratification culture of social media. But you are an exception, not because you don't like your phone, but because you prefer keeping all the little details of life for yourself and those around you, instead of broadcasting them on a public platform. Whether it's an incredible pizza or a fabulous trip abroad, nobody knows until they hear about it directly from you. You avoid pointless conversations over text messages or calls unless truly necessary. And there isn't much use for things such as social media in your book either. Number 10. You like to do things on your own. Do you remember the days in class when group activities and projects made you cringe? Do you prefer to sit alone with your thoughts at a coffee shop instead of being surrounded by people? You know that sometimes solitude is an essential part of gaining perspective on life. While many would feel embarrassed going out alone, it gives you freedom and confidence. It's as if nothing can stop you. Embrace those moments because they are precious. Take yourself out for a movie or dinner every now and then. Number 11. You value your privacy. No matter what experiences you might be going through, whether the greatest promotion of your life or a struggling startup project, you prefer to handle them on your own. No cheers, no words of comfort are needed. Instead, you manage these moments in secrecy and solitude. You may believe that sharing these occurrences with others is not worth the effort or simply not required. Regardless, privacy is paramount to you, and so are those times when nobody else knows about your affairs. Here are 2 more videos you may find interesting. If you enjoyed this video, give it a like and share the video with your friends. And for more interesting videos like this, subscribe to the channel.